Good evening, LTL Nation, and welcome back to the 7-Minute Breakthrough Revolution. Today we're talking about passion, how passion is a key to your happiness, a key to success, a key to unlocking your potential, a key to making the most out of the present moment, and the key to optimizing your future. Now let me say that again. Good evening, LTL Nation, and welcome back to the 7-Minute Breakthrough Revolution. Tonight we're talking about passion, how passion is a key to unlocking your potential, a key to happiness, a key to success, a key to making the most out of the present moment, and the key to optimizing your future. This is Life Talks Life. My name is Faisal Zeineddine, and in the next few minutes we're gonna make a little small demo, and then I am going to get personal. I want you to imagine, I love this imagination game. We do it every time. I want you to imagine that there are two chefs in front of you. And you're part of the crowd, you're part of the judges, the jury, whatever you want to be. You're watching two chefs at a cooking competition. And let me help you with that. So you got chef number one. Chef number one is doing his job. He's adding the stuff that needs to be added, he's stirring them around, he's doing his casual stuff, nothing special. He's doing what needs to be done. And that's about it. And then you've got chef number two. This guy is having the time of his life. He's having a blast, he's enjoying it, he's tossing the food around, he's smacking it, he's rolling these salts like that Turkish guy from the viral videos, and he is putting his heart and soul into it, and you can see that. Now, which chef do you think is making the better dish? Which dish do you want to try? What do you think tastes better? Of course, it's number two, right? And you're there watching, and you notice that, you could see it, you could feel the guy pouring his heart into it, and you're just a bystander. So remember last week when we talked about the power of the mind? Well, there's a lot more to it. I mean, even you as a bystander noticed that this might be the better dish, even though it's the same recipe, same ingredients. You thought that. So what do you think? Guess what the minds of the chefs thought about themselves? I mean, the mind is always working. The subconscious is always there, observing, taking notes, and making conclusions. So in the case of chef number two, for example, his mind was saying, well, hey, we love this. We're enjoying this. This is amazing. And we're doing a great job at it. We want to do more of it. That's what it says. See, when you do something with passion, your mindset changes, everything changes, the results, the outcome change. I don't care what your circumstances are, they might be anything. You might be in a dead-end job. But if you do that dead-end job with passion, then guess what? You're gonna love it, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna do it really, really well. And then guess what? You might get that promotion. Even if you don't get that promotion, you do something with passion, you might find out you've got so much potential, leave that job, quit, do something else, but you have found that passion. You know what? Tony Robbins said it best, see, life does not happen to you, life happens for you. So you gotta take advantage of these circumstances. But there's a secret, guys. There's a very important secret about passion that you might know about this in the realm of love, but I don't know if you know this about passion. See, if you want to be passionate about anything at all, you've got to be passionate about life, right? You have to be passionate about life. Well, in order to do so, in order to be passionate about life, the first thing you've got to be passionate about is you. You got to be passionate about yourself first before anything else. I want you to go look into a mirror right after this video ends. Don't leave me standing here by myself. After this video, go to a mirror, look yourself straight in the eye and ask yourself, are you passionate about yourself? And that's not a simple question because there's more to it. You've got to ask yourself, am I overwhelmed with stuff to do? Because if you're not overwhelmed, you're not passionate enough about yourself. If you got to ask yourself, are you tired? Are you really exhausted? Because if you're not passionate enough about yourself. Are you scared? Because if you're not scared, you're not passionate enough about yourself. And why am I saying this? How do I know this? I know this because I'm living proof of this. For those of you who might not know, before I was 17 years old, I was considered mostly an introvert. Like, all I did in life was play basketball and then came home. If people came guest game, I would rather stay in my room and not get out. Put some earphones on, music, and stay in my room. But now, what happened when I was 18, first year of college. I watched a movie, and you might consider this naive or a naive movie, but this movie changed my life. This movie is called Yes Man. I'm sure a lot of you have watched this movie, and by the end of it, I took a decision. 18-year-old me took a decision that I want to try this theory out. And I did, and you know what? I did join the university to play basketball, but I also started playing ping pong. I joined the inner soccer tournaments in the university. I traveled to Jordan to participate in a marathon there. I learned salsa dancing, I learned Spanish, I joined the Extremers Club on expeditions that I could never even imagine myself doing. I went to Barcelona, I went to Egypt on basketball championships. I made loads of friends, and it kept growing. And don't tell me I had time. I didn't have time. I was working jobs that you cannot even, like, I was a busboy at a restaurant. I was a sales person at a retail sales store. I was a tutor. I was a translator. I didn't have time. But that snowball kept growing and growing because I was passionate about myself. I was so passionate. 2 months before graduating, I signed a contract with a company I knew nothing about. But I was still in that yes zone, and I took a decision. Yes, I'll start with a company I knew absolutely nothing about. 6 years later, guys, I'm an account manager at the same company. I founded this platform you're watching, Life Talks Live, with 7 other beautiful souls and an LTL family behind us. And I can count hobbies from scuba diving to basketball to reading to traveling, and I do all this because I'm passionate about myself. I'm so passionate about me that I became a life coach, for God's sake. That's how passionate I am about me, and that's why I'm passionate about life. And so go to that mirror after this. Go ask yourself those questions and see, how passionate are you? How are you developing yourself? How are you learning new things? How are you trying new things? You know, the first thing they teach us in sales, the first thing ever they teach us in sales is that it's a numbers game. Sales is a numbers game. You make X amount of calls, you get X amount of leads, and X amount of deals to close. Well, life is pretty much the same. You experience this much, you're gonna get that much out of it. The more you experience, the more you're going to know what you're passionate about. You're gonna find out what's out there and waiting for you. So go ahead and don't waste time. Life is out there. Don't sit on your ass. Circumstances don't matter. Don't make excuses. You've got to build that passion. You gotta really feel it. You gotta build it. I'm gonna leave you with one note. Do you know what they call passionate people? What do we call passionate people? We call them charismatic. Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. That's my talk for this week. I hope I got the message across. As always, tune in with Shad, and tomorrow the rest of the coaches during the week, they've got plenty more to add. And don't forget, go to our Facebook page at Life Talks Live or to our website, lifetalkslive.com. Share your thoughts, your feedback, your stories, any questions you have. Let us know what you've got for us. That's it for me. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week. Peace out. Have a blessed night. Over and out, LTL Nation.